Let's fucking go, boys. Big Rufus. He did it for the Stars and Stripes. USA. 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 All right, but for real, Justin Gaethje, Big Rufus beats Paddy the fucking Buddy by decision. What'd you notice?
I noticed when Justin just went in throwing, not even knowing what he was throwing, he would deal so much damage to Patty. I saw him say he didn't even know what hurt Patty in round one. He had no clue what he was doing in there. He was just being a pure blockhead.
Bro, he was just throwing all caution to the wind. No fucking kicks. No fight IQ. Just straight fucking... But
Controlled car crash.
it was not controlled. It was not controlled. This is looking like the Rufus from old. He was actually like Homer Simpson. Like, we all call him Homer Simpson, but the past couple of fights he's been like... Instead of like this one, he's just fucking throwing bombs at Patty.
No respect for Patty's power one bit from Justin.
Oh yeah, Patty had zero fucking power. Like, none, dude. He hit Justin Gaethje with 170 strikes. Those were all clean. None of them were ground and pound. And he hit him with some big fucking... He was fucking pumping the jab at him. He was hitting him with some good ass like step in knees that were big. He was hitting with some big fucking overhand right bombs. But it literally, dude, you could see Gaethje's face after the fight. Not a scratch was on him.
Rounds 1 and 2, Justin looks so good, and I don't know how he didn't get him out there. He had him rocked badly.
Oh yeah, he sold the bag so hard.
The 1-2 eye poke, it was good.
it was more like an eye poke and then a 2.
But then round 3, he wasn't throwing that right hand at all. Getting worried that he broke it or something. Looks like he just took the round off too.
How did you score it?
I scored it 49-46.
I'm going to be honest.
I thought he lost 3.
Yeah? You thought he lost 3?
I thought he lost 3. I thought he won 5.
Yeah, I had him winning 3 and 5. And honestly,
Patty.
With the second eye poke where he dropped him immediately after, Patty didn't have time to protest because he was damn near fucking unconscious. So he's just on the ground, like he can't see, his fucking eyes spazzing out. So they didn't take a point just because he dropped him immediately after. And I thought Patty won rounds 3 and round 5. So honestly, I think it should have been a draw. But I am happy Justin Gaethje won. 1 for the United States. 2 because I think he had a better performance. He had a better showing. So he should have won. But in all fairness, I think it should have been a draw.
I think Justin had a pretty good round 5. He rocked Patty in round 5 a couple of times.
Patty rocked him back, though.
Patty had a very good ending of round 5, but no, Justin started grabbing. Justin got hit low at the very end, started grabbing instead of defending. He wanted a stoppage for the last 10 seconds of the fight.
Yeah, he was trying to get it back. He was trying to do Patty how Max Holloway did him. But
like Justin taking him down 3 times, I was worried every time they were on the ground.
I was too.
But Patty just couldn't do anything.
Even when Justin was on his back, I thought Patty was gonna like roll to guard and fucking throw up a triangle or some shit, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But he didn't shoot. I know it says 5 takedowns. 4 of them were not serious. He shot like maybe 1, maybe 2 serious takedown attempts. But they were all later when he was already beat up, already gassed, already like sore from the fight with his muscles inflated with blood. So he was slow, he was sluggish. These were horrible takedown attempts. He should have shot them early when he was fresh. I don't know what the fucking game plan was. Why are you going to stand there and brawl with Big Rufus? Like, what is the point? He's literally, like, all his losses.
His corner kept on telling him to. His corner kept on saying to shoot. He just wasn't.
Yeah, he was just brain dead. I don't know if, like, the Michael Chandler fight IQ is contagious, and then in your next fight, you just completely just. But, dude, Patty was being dumb, bro. Dumb. Another one for the United States of America. Let's go, boys. USA, USA, USA. Sean O'Malley gets it done for the Stars and Stripes again, beating our main rivals with the Chinese.
I've seen some people calling it a controversial decision. I fully think Sean won rounds 1 and 3. Round 3, Song had zero answer for Sean. He was just pumping heavy shots. Sean always finds his way in landing a good knee. That was a clean knee that he landed on Song in round 3. And 5-round fight, Sean gets him out of there.
Yeah, he hit a first hit at the end. That knee was disgusting. I was seeing this shit on IG where it was showing he hits him with the step in knee, and then it shows he hit Shido with the same knee. It was so tough. But
yeah, like the one he hit on Shido was a little bit more flush, but
yeah.
That
one was definitely cleaner. But in the last minute, that's what I thought Sean O'Malley was going to do for the whole fight. Like, I thought he was going to be stalling on him, feinting, hitting him with the jab, hitting him with the spinning back kick and shit, like he did in the
ultimate blockhead off Song.
Yeah,
just walking towards him.
Song was running forward, throwing caution to the wind.
He was looking like Cheeto in round 3.
He was looking like Cheeto in round 3. I don't know what happened to him. I'm gonna be honest though. This was kind of boring.
Especially the first 2 rounds.
The first 2 rounds were kind of boring.
Just Song leg kicking at range. But, like, round 1, a lot of people are saying Song could have won it, but all Song did was leg kick. Like, that's all of his damage in round 1. Where Sean was still he landed a couple crisp, clean shots.
Yeah, I mean, these numbers are wrong. I'm looking at these strike numbers. Bro, I remember clearly O'Malley fucking piecing him up in round 1. Now, was he piecing him up the same way he was in the last minute of round 3? No, but he was still clearly ahead until the very end.
From what I've seen, like, Cheeto and Marab really didn't do it, but all of Sean's previous fights, they've just been nailing him with leg kicks, and Song picked it back up, and you can notice he gets hurt by leg kicks.
Yeah, I think he's too fragile. I think he's too frail. Like, Song looked big, bro. Song actually looked, despite being, how much shorter was he? Like 3 inches? Despite being like 3 inches shorter than him, he looked like he was not a full weight class, but like half a weight class bigger. I feel like Song is like 10 pounds heavier than O'Malley is.
Yeah, I mean, Song is good, but he's just been getting hit with these 29-28s against the top tier of the division.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the clutch factor. If he had the clutch factor, he would have won this fight. Because he loses a close round 1, takes him down. He figures like, okay, I just got to feint the takedowns, bomb some overhands, maybe actually take him down a couple of times, and then wins round 2 pretty convincingly. And he's like, oh yeah, I got to blast calf kicks. His leg's getting fucked up. Joe Rogan is literally having an aneurysm. Joe Rogan's creaming his pants over these leg kicks. And then goes out there in round three after winning round two, and gets fucked. He gets bent over and raped. Like he's
You
just
didn't like Joe
standing
Rogan
there.
talking about how bad his legs are while he's moving around fine?
Yeah, he's just standing there being Chinese at range, and Joe Rogan's creaming his pants over how destroyed O'Malley's leg is while he's not doing anything, bro. So O'Malley gets it done. He hits flow state in round three, though. In round three, he was looking like fucking prime P. Diddy, bro. Like the way he was diddling with Song Yadong, bro. Looking like prime P.
I
Diddy,
can't
the
think of
way he's diddling with Yadong.
can't think of anything better as an O'Malley fan than seeing that round three. It's been a while since you've seen a round like that out, Sean, just because of the two Morale fights.
Yeah, it's
He
been
hasn't
almost
been
two
able to
years,
hit
right?
that flow state. Yeah,
At the start of the fight, I was kind of worried, or not the start, but like right after the walkout, he seemed pretty scared. Like he seemed, you know, not confident in himself. He seemed very unsure. But I feel like that round three, like he was confident. He was like, okay, I'm fucking this dude up. So I hope that's the O'Malley we see going forward for the United States.
and I think his next fight will be against Jan. I think like Jan will fight Morale first, but I do think he will fight Jan next.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fight. I think he's
Personally,
gonna fight Jan. So I think it's gonna. Neither of these guys, O'Malley, and then we'll get to Umar later, but neither of them really had the performance to justify getting a title shot over Marab. So Marab's probably gonna get that. And then if Jan beats Marab again, then it's gonna be O'Malley versus Jan. Hopefully they can do it. Like they can time it perfectly, so we get that at the White House. I don't know if that's going to happen. If Marab wins, they're probably going to do an Umnar rematch. So that's probably what we're looking at there. Boo.
this was a sad watch.
Yeah, they were both jiggling around at range. Oh my god, he only landed 8 strikes. Holy shit.
No, this was like he was so slow.
They were
It
both
was sad
slow,
to
dude.
watch.
I was.
No, no, Joe Rogan was glazing how fast Waldo was.
I don't care what Joe Rogan says.
Oh, no, he's fast. Nah, Lewis can't hit him. He's so quick.
Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. This entire fight, I was thinking, what if there was like a Max Holloway at heavyweight? And, and I was like, you know what? He might not even have to be a heavyweight. He might just straight up beat both of these guys because they're so fucking slow, dude. I don't think they could touch him, bro.
Bro, neither of these guys can touch Aspinall or Gon.
Oh, yeah, they both get smoked, slimed out, done bad like prime fucking King Von against both of those guys. Yeah, they're not on the level of the top guys, but we kind of already knew that. That's nothing
Like
new.
Lewis, he's too old. I think he's gonna fight one more time at the White House and then he's done.
Maybe.
They're gonna
Yeah.
get him a White House match.
Yeah. He's probably gonna fight at the White House, maybe against Hookit. He might be fighting against Hookit at the White House. I could see that happening.
I mean, he's got a lot of Hookit's got a lot of output, and I don't think Lewis would be able to handle that.
I mean, that's a prediction for another day, right? But I found it so hilarious. I have notes on the side here. One of the things I have in my notes, I found this funny as fuck. Derek Lewis just decided he was gonna get dropped, and then once he got dropped, he just gave up. Like he's just like the way I saw it in the fight was Waldo. Waldo hits him. Derek Lewis is like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna get dropped now," and then he just gets finished to ground and pound. Like he just decided the fight was over.
I don't think Lewis expected him to jump on him. Lewis was just thinking he could get a little rest there. Ref would stand to back up, but
What do you think? Waldo was scared of his guard.
No, no, man. I just don't think Lewis was expecting him to jump down
No, he definitely
because, like,
was.
what,
He was done with the
Waldo,
fight.
like
He was done with the fight. That's what it was.
Waldo, right when he dropped him, like he he tried letting him up,
Hold on. I want to
but
check significant strikes by position. Really? Waldo jiggled at
he had some
range for
good.
27 strikes? I thought it was less than that.
Waldo
Man.
had some good accuracy on that ground and pound. He was
Yeah,
just nailing right on that ear, right on the side of the head, all clean.
that's true, but Derek Lewis just fucking gave up, bro. I don't know
It's
what it
because Derek
is.
Lewis didn't get his eye poke break.
I don't know what
Like
it is.
he should have shot an eye poke.
That's right. He said at the press conference like months ago that he was going to eye poke him, and he never did. It was bullshit.
Like he should have shot his eye poke. He could have gotten like a 5 minute break there.
Should have hit him
But
in the nuts.
Derek Lewis versus Chris Barnett at the White House.
Nah, Derek. I don't know what it is with these black fighters from Texas and being unserious and just giving up. Because him and Kevin Holland are both funny, and then they just give up during a fight. Like, whenever it's
Yeah,
not like a super easy win, they're just like, I don't care.
that's true. All right.
All right, we're skipping this bullshit. Nobody cares. I didn't even watch. We got the Down syndrome versus Tourette's matchup. Arnold Allen versus Jean Silverstein. What did you think?
I think that they both have really good chins. They were both hitting each other with good shots. And Arnold Allen coming out that round one after like, that long break that he had, he fought a really good fight against a very powerful, good striker.
Dude, that first round got me so hyped. I was like, dude, Arnold Allen is fucking winning this, bro. He's doing this shit for the boys. And then he just gassed out. And then he just stood at range. Round two, I swear to God, he landed like 10 strikes. Bro. Like, what is this? Round one? Also, these numbers are wrong, bro. This is not, it was not 22 to 16. Maybe like 5 strikes. It might have been that, but 5 of them were like right at the end. And then Gene Silva like elbows him after the buzzer. And then Arnold Allen just pushes him like the Chad he is. But, nah, bro. It wasn't meant to be, unfortunately.
It was a real shame.
I just
I think we all wanted Arnold Allen to win.
We all wanted Arnold Allen to win. Me, you as well. We all wanted Arnold Allen to win this for the boys, but he couldn't pull it through. It was a sad day. It was a sad day for the boys. I thought Arnold Allen was gonna look like he did in the first round throughout all three, and then he just gassed and he stands at range and gets pieced up by Gene Silva.
But whoever they give Arnold Allen next, I think he beats him because he's going to get a lower ranked opponent. He's going to beat whoever they give him next.
Yeah, he is. Unless he goes on like a crazy downfall, but he's in his early 30s. I don't think he's going on some crazy downfall. I think he just needs to get his cardio back. I think that's the main thing he's got to work on.
Yeah.
I also do want to touch on their little autistic spectacle at the end where they were like hugging and kissing each other.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there because like after like Arnold shoved him at round one, I was like, oh wow, like they're not like as friendly as thought it could have been, and then at the end they were just went straight into a hug. Gene Silva started crying for some reason,
Yeah,
claiming he was his idol.
Gene Silva's crying like they just got married, bro, and he's like, "You inspired me so much." I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
Gene Silva probably never watched an Arnold Allen fight.
Yeah, he
Besides,
never
like
watched an Arnold Allen
doing some
fight.
film work.
All right, Umnar versus Figgy, the biggest favorite on the card, gets it done by boring decision. It was a shutout though. This is embarrassing, bro. Figgy, what the? Oh my god.
And Figgy missed weight. He just wasn't.
I mean,
He wasn't
that might
there.
be a part of it. Umar took a very risk averse approach. He didn't get hit with a lot. He only shot takedowns, when they were presented to him, when they were very readily available. Even when he was on the ground, he wasn't really looking to advance position. He looked for ground and pound like at the very, very end of rounds, which is a very smart thing that Team Habib likes to do. But overall, he was just playing the like slip and counter game on the feet, which was working very well for him.
I think that Sean beating Song was more impressive than this fight for Umar.
Yeah, but that's because of the level of competition, though. Like Song Yadong would beat
That,
Figgy.
that's what I'm saying. I think I think Sean's close fight with Song is still better than Umar's shutout of Figgy.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially
it is. That
Figgy had a rough, especially Figgy had a rough weight cut because he couldn't even make the limit. Former 125er couldn't even make 135.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Sean O'Malley put a stamp on it at the end, where it looked like he was in
He
the
did.
Matrix. Umar, not so much. But like I said earlier, I think it's going to depend on who wins between Piotr Jan and Merab, because neither of these guys put on a performance that says, I need to fight Jan over the guy who beat me.
I mean, I'm not putting it past the UFC. They could make Sean versus Jan at the White House and just make Umar Merab too.
That's not going to
I
happen,
could
though.
see them doing that.
That's not going to happen. Dana said it's not going to happen. Piotr Jan said it's not going to happen. Merab said it's not going to happen. We know that's next. Neither of these guys are jumping Merab for a title shot. And I do also want to touch on for a potential Umar Merab too, because I think that's most likely going to be his next fight is going to be a rematch with Merab. Whether Merab wins or loses against Jan in the trilogy. His cardio looked good, but he wasn't really putting on this crazy pace. Like, he wasn't as gassed as he was in the Mario Batista fight, but it was, Figgy wasn't really doing that much. Like, he threw 58 strikes. Umar, he threw like a third of what Umar threw. He landed like a third of what Umar landed. And it's not like he was doing much on the ground either. He's kind of just staying in his guard.
All right. We want to keep on going, or
You want to touch on the Tabagatier quick?
this fight? I don't think it was a fraud check, but I think it definitely gives a good path to victory against such an up and coming prospect who everyone was probably like of the unranked fighters were probably scared to fight him. But
Yeah, I think he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get a jump up next because I think the guy, whoever the guy is, that's a jump up. Maybe it's a Marvin Vittori. Maybe it's a Roman Dolidze. I think they're gonna be a little bit more inclined to fight him now.
I think he pathed out a way to beat him. The only reason why Gaultier won was just because of the knockdowns. He was he barely landed strikes. He barely landed clean strikes. He was just getting hit with body kick after body kick, and he started catching them, and then got a couple high kicks thrown at him that landed good. But it wasn't a brawl check, but it definitely halted his hype, I would say.
And the rest are nobodies besides Charles Johnson. I'm sorry, Charles Johnson. But we're gonna go to the GOAT, bloody fucking Volk. He's keeping the belt versus Diego Lopez, mate. In the least deserved title shot. No, that's an exaggeration. But Diego Lopez definitely doesn't deserve this. Bloody fucking Volk is keeping the belt versus Diego Lopez. That's my official prediction.
I also have Volk keeping the belt. I think I think there's more for Volk to change from that first fight than Lopez. Because Volk got him on the ground. Was it once the first fight, I believe?
One
And
time, yeah.
he landed some good ground and pound. And I just think like there's more for Volk to change than for Lopez to change. Personally.
Yeah, because Volk said this. Volk said this himself. He said the top guys, they have layers. They have the layers to the game. I do think he has more to change. But that being said, I am terrified. Volk is my favorite fighter. Volk's the fucking GOAT. But dude, he's 37. Diego has big power. He got better. Like he's doing the same shit, but he improved since their first fight a year ago. Volk's chin can only decline. He can only get slower. But I think where Volk pulls this away is he can come in with a better game plan. He needs to be either all the way in to where he's shooting a takedown or all the way out to where he's, jabbing him up at range. Even though he's got a shorter reach, he has a much better jab. He's a much cleaner, more effective striker. So he's either got to keep him at range where he's fucking kicking, jabbing, or he's got to be all the way in where he's taking him down because he can't just like stay in the pocket like he did in the first fight. I know everybody said this in the first fight, but it's even more so the case now because he's even older.
I think it's good to see him taking a long break though in between these fights.
I don't know,
Like
man. I don't
his
know if
crazy
that's good.
activity.
Actually, yeah, the activity at his age wouldn't be good, but I
It's
don't
not
know. It
like
just
it's not
makes him
that big of a
older.
break. It's like a 9 month break. Like it's not that big.
Yeah, it's not crazy, but dude, this is a very scary matchup. I do think Volk is gonna have to get more takedowns than he did in the first fight. I think he's gonna have to go to the wrestling this time. And a lot of people said that the first time, but I think it's even more so true now.
I agree with you there.
But he has a much deeper tool bag that he can tap into, whereas Diego Lopez doesn't. One thing
I
that
also think
does
if Volk gets
go.
I think if Volk gets him down enough, Lopez will start throwing up random submissions that could also put him in a worse position.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because going into the fight before Volk, Lopez would just throw up submissions, and since like they weren't on the ground much, he didn't do it in the first fight. But I think Volk would be able to capitalize on a shit submission throw up.
Yeah, and when they were on the ground in the first fight, Diego Lopez was kind of stacked, so he wasn't in a position to really be throwing up subs. If Volk gets him down in the open, I think he is going to be throwing up triangles, arm bars to where Volk can pass into side control. He can go knee on belly and just boom, 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 boom. And Volk did tell his corner after the first round of their first fight, if I get him down again, I'm going to finish him. And that might stay true for this fight. I also do want to
I'm
mention
excited for this fight.
Volk is not going to is not just going to abandon all the game plan, throw caution to the wind, and run forward and get caught the spinning elbow like Gene Silva. He's not autistic like Gene
No,
Silva.
I'm excited for the fight, and a fight like this definitely keeps you on the end of your seat the whole entire time.
Yeah, this is this is
This
this
fight's
is
got you standing the
this is
whole fight.
horrifying. This is horrifying. Diego Lopez, if he wants to win this, he's got to stuff the takedowns, obviously. And then, like I said, Volk's not going to throw caution to the wind and run forward. Diego Lopez has to do that. He has to throw caution to the wind and run forward at Volk. And just try to
But
land,
I
like the
also want to
same
say,
punch he landed in round two, the fucking iCarly. He's got to land that again, but with more time, and he's got to follow up. Is
I
he
also
going
want
to
to say
do
though,
it? I
it,
hope not.
if Volk wins this and he keeps on fighting, I feel like his next two matchups don't pose much of a threat Like his next matchup between Lerone and Mobsar, I think he beats them both.
Oh yeah, he beats both of them easy, I think.
Like I don't think like I think they're both easier matchups than this Lopez one. And if he stacks on two title defenses on the second on his second reign, geez, it's impressive.
Bloody fucking Volk. Next up, we got the Hangman versus the Frenchman. I unfortunately got BSD. And I'm going to be honest, if I was going to analyze this like X's and O's, I'd probably be going with Dan Hooker. But let's be honest, MMA is not an X's and O's game. It's a vibes game. And I'm just going with BSD.
I think that Hooker wears way too much damage. He gets cut way too easy. His face blows up very easily. Armin blew up his face easy. And I think BSD's gonna shoot a takedown. Hooker's gonna jump the gilly like he always does. I think Dustin at 299 had a better gilly than Hooker does right now. So if Dustin if BSD got in good positions off of Dustin's gilly, I would love to see what he does against Hooker's gilly.
And you got to think BSD is definitely improving because he's young, he's
Yes.
new to the game. He's definitely improved a lot more since then than Hooker has in the past like 3 or 4 years.
I also feel like Hooker's more he's not that fast either. He's he he had good fights. He relied on his chin a lot. Like he had some good wars, but I think some just fast and who BSD he does have good power. I think he'll just be able to get Hooker out there.
I could
I
see
do
him
not see
dropping
this
him
going
and
though.
then like jumping on a sub. I could see that happening. Like he catches Hooker with like a big overhand or a big hook, and then he like jumps on his neck and subs him. I could see that. I could see him
I
also.
don't see a good decision at all. Do
Nah,
we
I don't
know
think
how
it's
many
gonna go to
rounds this
decision
is?
either. Is this 3 or 5?
Is this 3 or 5? I don't know.
I don't think
I
it
don't know if it
really
says.
matters to be honest with you, because if it's 5, I don't see it going 5. If it's 3,
No, it
if
might
it's
go through.
it 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 could go 3, and I think Benoit would get a pretty dominant decision over him. I think
But BSD's
I
looking
think this is
good.
just the
He had
correct
he had a
matchup.
rough last year.
When Benoit got matched up against Dustin Poirier, that was way too big of a jump. I think Hooker is the correct jump from Beneil. Like they kind of started over from square one with BSD, and they built him up correctly this time. And I think he's actually ready for a Dan Hooker.
But then him also just getting obliterated by Moicano was crazy.
I actually think that was a fluke. So he has horrible
Oh yeah.
defensive grappling. He has good offensive grappling. And Moicano, honestly, I think via fluke, took him down and just took advantage of that. Dan Hooker's not going to be doing that. Like, that is a completely different matchup, completely different worlds. Moicano's a predominant grappler. Dan Hooker's not. Dan Hooker's looking to scrap with you on the feet. Benoit's got pretty good power. And he
He's
is
got
a
good elbows
blockhead.
and
He's
knees.
gonna run forward. He's gonna make he's gonna make shit happen. He's gonna bomb some big shots on him. Dan Hooker's gonna be bloodied up. He's gonna be like, I love this shit. And then he's gonna lose.
Want to go down?
Yeah, let's go down. This is the hardest fight on the card for me to pick. What do you think?
I think this can be such a good striking fight. I think they both have really good kicks, but I think Rufy is a little bit better on the feet. I think I think they both have insanely good kicks, but I think Rufy has better hands. So I think he'll have the edge on the feet a little bit. Neither of them are going to try to take each other down, I'd say. And I think Rufy wins dominant. I think he wins the 29-28 decision.
I think Fiziev
But I think
should
he
shoot
will
takedowns
drop
here.
Fiziev.
I think he should shoot takedowns. I think that would be his best option because or at least get Rufy thinking about the takedown. Because if he gets Rufy thinking about the takedown, I'm fairly confident he can outstrike him. But is Fiziev going to do that? No. He's not going to do that, unfortunately for him.
Fiziev fought some good strikers and who he wasn't shooting takedowns against. I mean, he shot one against Justin in the last fight, but
Yeah.
he did have a good performance in his last fight against a good up and comer, lanky, good kicker. But
But I
I
don't
think
think
Rufy is a better striker.
I don't think why am I blanking on his name? I just had his name. Venice wait.
Who?
The guy
Who?
Fiziev fought last.
Bahamondes.
Yeah, Ignacio Bahamondes. I don't think God damn it. I don't think Ignacio Bahamondes has the bag that Rufy has. Rufy's got the elbows, he's got the spinning wheel kicks, he's got all this flashy shit that can get
I
Fiziev
think the
guessing.
kicks are similar, but Rufy's hands are on a different level than Bahamondes.
I think he's just got more to offer. I think he's got more to make Fiziev think about. If Fiziev could get him thinking about the takedown, I think he wins this, but I don't think he's going to do that. I also do want to highlight this reach disadvantage. If Rufy wants to, he can just keep him at range. Like, he can just piece him up at range. And the takedown threat is what would allow Fiziev to come forward to land the shots that he needs to land to win this fight. But I don't think he's going to do that because you can't base fights off of what you think the fighter should do. You have to base them on what are they actually going to do. Like, look at this. Yeah, come on, bro.
Also, Fiziev does not have power at all.
Yeah,
I thought of 40. I thought him going down to 45 would have been good for him, but
yeah. A lot of people used to think he had power because he goes with the.
he's got the strong kicks. He's got strong kicks.
Nah, he doesn't have crazy power. Rufy has good power. Like I thought if he stood on the feet with Benoit, he would have knocked him out. And that's what it looked like. When they were on the feet, he was cracking him. But Benoit just kept coming forward. I think he's going to have the power to keep Fiziev at range. He's going to have the power to keep him at bay. And I think he's going to win a controversial 29-28. Yeah.
All right.
Taco Bell Tuivasa versus Taliesin Teixeira. It's Taliesin.
I got Taliesin winning.
It's
I don't see
Taliesin pretty
Ty.
easily.
I don't see Ty breaking his losing streak, especially after whatever rough week cut ahead of him.
I mean, unless
Like
he
we've seen him
completely
recently.
locks in, he's in Planet Fitness
We've
every
seen him
single
recently.
day.
He might have a rough weight cut.
He's in Planet Fitness every single day. He's got the Taco Bell to rehydrate after the weight cut to 285 or to 265. But nah,
He's got the
all jokes aside,
weed.
he's gonna jiggle at range. He's gonna get pieced up, and then he's gonna come in. He's gonna get countered. He's gonna get knocked out. Look at the reach. Look at the reach, bro. Look at the height. He is not gonna be able to hit Taliesin Teixeira. There's no shot.
I think Taliesin gets him out there.
I think he gets him out of there.
Don't
round
see good in the
one.
distance. So do I.
I could kind of see him KOing him with an elbow for some reason. Like Tai Tuivasa rushes in, he like clinches him up against the fence with his jiggly fucking belly, and then Taliesin just fucking. Or maybe like
I
a knee to
I
the
believe his
stomach.
KO at I believe his KO at 312 was a knee.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It
could
was
just
an
see him
early
hitting
knee.
him with some like fucking Muay Thai shit, like boom, boom, or maybe like a knee up the middle. Or
And then Talison's coming off a bad KO loss where he started climbing the cage, and people still claim it was an early stoppage,
Nah,
even though he was fully gripping the cage, climbing up.
it wasn't bad though. Like it's not like career changing. Like he's fine.
And Ty hasn't fought since, was it 305?
Yes. Yeah, it was
He's got
305.
he's got as long as a layoff as Arnold Allen did, and I think Arnold Allen looked is gonna looked way better than Ty will on his way
Yeah,
back
but
in the octagon.
Ty is also 300 pounds. Arnold Allen is not doing that. Arnold Allen was actually injured. Tai Tuivasa just wanted to eat more Taco Bell.
That is true.
Yeah, he's getting fucked. He's getting bent over and his jiggly ass cheeks are getting clapped.
I just hope he makes weight.
Next up, we got Quillen Bloody Sale killed with the Aussie casual matchup against Jaime Malaki. Wait, hold on. What the fuck?
There's absolutely zero way Quillen Salkid loses this.
Yeah, Quillen. I don't know why this isn't working, but Quillen Salkid's winning the shit.
He's really
taking. He's winning over all the Aussie casuals. Jamie Malarkey might have some of them, but bloody fucking Quillen Salkid. He's on a roll. He's taking out all the minorities. And he's going to get Jamie Malarkey.
It's a real shame his last minority pulled out.
It's true. He did. But he's just crisper everywhere. He's the real Aussie prospect.
And, like, he demonstrated some good ground skill at 316. Where, like, he's shown his good striking. He had a great knockout at 321 on short notice. And, like, 316, he showed good ground.
He's got the momentum coming into this. He's got the grappling. He's got the boxing. He's got the kicks. I think he's going to go really far. I think he's actually very, very good. And if they build him up correctly, which it looks like they're going to, I think he could be a staple in the top 10. Whereas Jamie Malarkey, like, nah.
And he's got a good personality.
Yeah, everybody likes
He's been doing good interviews. People like him. The Australians love him. I think this is a great way for him to get built up.
Junior Tafa and Billy. I just think Junior Tafa's going to lose. Don't really care. And then I quickly want to glaze Torres Finney for being short as a fellow short king myself. We love you, Torres Finney. I know your last fight was boring as hell. 1 significant strike per minute. I don't think this one's going to be as boring. Win, lose, or draw, I don't think it's going to be that boring.
Nah. There's 1 significant strike per 4 minutes.
Oof. This one.
It was 1 strike per minute.
Wait.
Nah, it was 1 strike per minute. He's only 1 inch taller.
He's only 1 inch taller. What the hell?
It also says he's 198.
What the?
It also says he's 198 there.
Oh wait, for real?
I mean,
damn.
Yeah, this company doesn't make enough to update their website.
Yeah, they only made $7.7 billion, guys. But
you gotta feel bad for them.
One last thing I want to talk about. You had a very interesting take about pay-per-views.
I think, because I know it's only America, but I think sacrificing the 75, if you do it the week before a month, on the pay-per-view, no commercials, get all of the walkouts, get a bunch of like fight promos, hype videos before the fights, way more enjoyable than sent to commercials, skipping walkouts. I think walkouts are how the stars get built. Like, I know they show the popular walkouts, but how are you going to get popular as just starting out without, like, I feel like you need the walkout. And, like, they were skipping over, like, top fighters' walkouts. Like, the fact that our main card didn't have their walkout shown is insane.
That's not true. That's not true. Gene Silva and Arnold Allen, their walkouts got shown.
Derek Lewis didn't.
But Sean O'Malley and Song Yadong, they did. And then obviously
I know, but I'm just,
they did too.
I'm just saying the fact that they
So it was
didn't
only
show all of
two
the
out
main
of.
card walkouts is insane.
It was only two of them.
2 out of 5. I feel like it's insane though.
Yeah,
Like if you're on the
two out of
main
five.
card of a
But
numbered event, then like I can't remember exactly,
the
but
prelim walkouts weren't getting
Umar
shown anyway.
Umar's a number 2 contender. I mean, I feel like they should show the walkouts on the main card. I feel like
The
they had a lot
prelim
of
walkouts
ads.
the prelim walkouts weren't getting shown anyway. First of all, so if they have this rising prospect who's going to be on the main card, like Quillen Salkeld, I think they're going to show his walkout next weekend. So it's not like we're missing out on these like crazy prospect walkouts. We're missing out on Derek Lewis and women. Like it's not that big of a deal. And then the ads, the only thing that was playing in the same amount of time as the ads before was Joe Rogan and DC glazing calf kicks or some bullshit like that. Like it was nothing of importance.
And I feel
we're
like they
just
had
getting
way
it.
bigger
We're
breaks.
just saying
They had
it's
way bigger
$70 a month.
breaks in between fights.
What's up?
They had bigger breaks in between fights, I've noticed, I believe, on that Paramount card. Like I know the start was because of the new era, but I just feel like in between fights they had longer breaks.
Maybe for some of them, but I remember Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. They went
I,
straight
I, I
into
know they
Gaethje
jumped
versus
right into the
Kimboy,
main
which I
event.
really liked.
They did.
I was such a big
But I
fan of
also
that because you
I,
just
I
keep
think
the momentum
there
going.
I think they had a cutoff.
Did
I
they?
think
I don't
that
remember that.
I mean
I'm ninety
I mean
percent sure.
well no, I mean like I'm just saying like I think that like they had a time that they wanted to be off the air and like with a couple decisions and like that long starting thing, I think
They
they
had
didn't
4
want to be on the
decisions.
air for
I
I
like
didn't
that
think they
they're
wanted to
starting
be
at
on the
9
air
though,
until 4. Till 1. I do like that they're starting early. And it was
because
supposed
there
to
were
start at
4
5, but
decisions and they finished at 12:30.
we all know with the fight cancellation it got bumped down to 6. That weird betting thing with Hernandez and Michael Johnson.
Yeah, I don't think the ads are that big of a deal because it was just it was just Joe Rogan, John Anik, and DC bullshitting before, and then we're not missing important walkouts. We're missing women's walkouts. Like nobody gives a shit. So I think it's worth saving the $70, 100%. And who knows? They might come out with something where there's no ads. Maybe. Who knows? They might see the fan feedback. But we were missing prelim walkouts anyway. So we missed 2 walkouts to save $70.